Imagine a world where the most underestimated creature holds the key to a billion-dollar global industry, shapes the tides of wars, inspires tight-knit communities, and quietly powers luxury dining rooms, competitive sporting arenas, and ancient traditions across continents. Would you believe it's the pigeon? From the casual city sidewalks to the high towers of elite racing clubs, pigeons spread their wings far beyond what the eye sees. Most dismiss these birds as mere rats with wings, but beneath their feathers hides a story of remarkable innovation, heritage, and economic power, one that affects millions of lives worldwide. So join us as we unravel the astonishing, little-known world of pigeon farming. This is where centuries-old traditions meet cutting-edge science, where sport blends with culture, and where ordinary birds defy every expectation, soaring into realms of passion, pride, and profound impact. Pigeons through time, ancient partners of humans. Pigeons have been inseparable companions of humans for nearly 5,000 years. Ancient Egyptians meticulously bred them in sprawling royal dovecotes, sacred spaces sometimes housing tens of thousands of birds. The Egyptians held pigeons sacred, recognizing their powers of navigation, prolific reproduction, and symbolic purity. Across the Mediterranean, the Romans feasted on pigeons and relied on their homing skills for communication across vast armies. Pigeon keeping was so widespread that dovecotes became common sights on Roman estates. Medieval Europe embraced pigeons out of both necessity and admiration. Castles were built with pigeon towers, dedicated spaces filled with nesting boxes. Pigeon meat was prized at grand feasts, while their droppings supplied crucial fertilizer for medieval fields, completing a rare environmentally sustainable cycle. But perhaps the most compelling chapters of pigeon history involve their role in wartime communication. During World Wars I and II, pigeons became unsung heroes. Radios could be jammed or destroyed, yet pigeons flew messages vital to survival across battlefields and coastlines. The story of Cher Ami, a single pigeon credited with saving nearly 200 American soldiers trapped behind enemy lines, became legend. Awarded posthumously, Cher Ami embodies the courage and loyalty these birds represent. Across Asia, Africa, and the Americas, pigeons have held cultural and spiritual significance. In India, royal pigeon breeders were respected artisans. In Africa, pigeon keeping intertwined with rituals and storytelling. Through every culture, pigeons have formed bonds with people that transcend simple domestication. They are partners in survival, symbols of hope, and keepers of collective memory. Pigeons today, global reach and diversity. Fast forward to the modern era. Pigeons thrive across every continent except Antarctica. More than 500 wild species and 175 domesticated breeds exist today, showcasing unrivaled adaptability to climates ranging from tropical jungles to arid deserts, from bustling urban centers to serene countryside. The diversity among these birds is staggering. While the rock pigeon, Columba livia, dominates urban areas worldwide, specialized breeds embody unique roles. Meat pigeons like the French king and the American utility have been developed for rapid growth and tender meat optimization. Racing pigeons are precision athletes with selective breeding for endurance, speed, and an almost miraculous homing instinct. Fancy pigeons captivate collectors with ornate feather patterns and colors, inspiring festivals, exhibitions, and even art. Economically, pigeons represent a multifaceted global powerhouse. The Asia-Pacific pigeon meat market alone was valued at almost $95 billion in 2023. China leads production with over 9 million birds raised annually. Simultaneously, racing and ornamental pigeon industries thrive in Europe and North America, attracting millions of enthusiasts, collectors, and entrepreneurs. From the sandy rooftops of Cairo to the precision lofts of Brussels, pigeons link distinct cultures, providing livelihoods to small farmers, feeding thousands, and offering thrilling sport to millions. Why pigeon farming matters: efficiency and sustainability. What explains the remarkable rise of pigeon farming worldwide? The answer comes down to unmatched efficiency. Unlike cattle or pigs, pigeons need minimal space, feed, and water to thrive. A breeding pair can produce upwards of 12 squabs yearly, multiplying rapidly to sustain families or large commercial farms. Their meat is both nutritious and delicately flavored, high in protein, low in fat, making it a favorite for health-conscious consumers and gourmet chefs alike. For millions of rural farmers, especially in Asia and Africa, pigeons offer a sustainable lifeline. Small-scale lofts fit on rooftops, courtyards, or urban lots, requiring modest investment, yet providing reliable food and income. Larger farms supply regional markets, maintaining quality through scientific advancements and innovative farming methods. The environmental impact is also positive. Pigeons' smaller feed conversion rate and efficient reproduction mean fewer resources consumed per kilogram of meat compared to traditional livestock. Their manure is a valuable organic fertilizer widely used in agriculture. In an era demanding sustainability and food security, pigeons outfly many alternatives by offering high returns with minimal input. Meet the breed's function and flair. Step into any well-appointed loft around the world and witness the fascinating variety of pigeon breeds, each telling a story of human choice and natural talents. Meat pigeons prioritize rapid growth and tenderness. The French king, a breed developed over centuries, is favored across much of Asia for its ability to produce large, juicy squabs adapted to local climates. The American utility and British Texan breeds also hold places of pride on commercial farms. Racing pigeons are among the globe's most elite athletes. Their bodies combine power, aerodynamic feathers, and unparalleled memory. Breeders invest years and millions selecting for speed, endurance, and health. The genetic pedigrees of these birds are as rigorously documented as prized racehorses, with some auctioned for over $1 million. Fancy pigeons sparkle in exhibitions and cultural festivals. The fantail displays elegantly fanned feathers, the Jacobin boasts striking feather hoods, and the Lahore dazzles with vibrant plumage. Collectors prize these birds as living art, showcasing the creativity between human and nature. Each variety occupies a market niche but shares a common foundation: resilience, adaptability, and devotion. A day on the farm, life among the loft. Morning breaks and the farm stirs to life like a living orchestra. Soft rays of sun filter through the loft windows, illuminating rows of captive birds nestled in organized tiers. Farmers, some with decades of experience, begin their rounds. Grain is carefully blended, a secret recipe of corn, pea, wheat, lentil, and vitamins tailored for each breed's needs. Automated feeders whir gently, releasing steady rations throughout the day. Inside the nest boxes, tiny newborn squabs chirp eagerly for the next feeding. Parents regurgitate crop milk, a rare, nutrient-dense secretion critical to early growth. This unique adaptation allows young pigeons a healthy start unrivaled outside their species. Throughout the day, care is meticulous. Cages are cleaned regularly to prevent disease, temperature and ventilation monitored, and every bird examined for signs of stress or illness. Even in large farms with thousands of birds, technology assists, not replaces, preserving the bond between farmer and flock. Hygiene and veterinary care. Safeguarding flocks. Maintaining sanitary conditions is non-negotiable. Farms sweep droppings daily, rotate fresh wood shavings or straw, and ensure drinking water remains uncontaminated. Temperature control is crucial. Summer heat accelerates bacterial and fungal spread, while winters bring dampness and respiratory risks. Sophisticated systems use UV sterilization, ventilation fans, and insulation. Vaccination protocols protect against pigeonpox virus, paramyxovirus, and infectious bronchitis. In high-value racing lofts, birds undergo detailed physical exams, blood work, and occasional ultrasound imaging. Disease outbreaks can devastate a farm's profitability, so early detection and quarantine measures are enforced strictly. Reproduction and breeding, from nest to flight. The breeding cycle begins as females lay 1 or 2 eggs per clutch. While modest individually, high-density farms with thousands of pairs sustain continuous production. Eggs hatch after 17 to 18 days in incubators or under parent birds. The young squabs start with crop milk, then gradually transition to solid feed by around 3 weeks. By 6 to 8 weeks, squabs are sufficiently mature to join the main flock, ready for training, sale, or harvest. Breeders use sophisticated records to pair optimal mates, focusing on genetics, performance history, health, and sometimes innovative biomarker testing. Processing and market journey. When pigeons reach market weight and size, they enter collection and processing lines that emphasize sanitation and animal welfare. Automated equipment sorts, bleeds, plucks, eviscerates, and chills birds efficiently. Packaging preserves texture and flavor for delivery to markets, specialty restaurants, or export destinations. Some farms offer organic or halal certifications to capture niche markets. Others specialize in heritage breeds or custom cuts for chefs seeking exclusivity. Culinary traditions, pigeon on plates across cultures. Pigeon meat finds its way into diverse cuisines. In China, roast pigeon dishes appear during festivals and weddings, prized for their succulent, crisp skin and rich meat. Moroccan bastilla wraps shredded pigeon in fragrant spices and flaky pastry layers. French haute cuisine elevates pigeon rôti alongside seasonal vegetables and delicate sauces. Middle Eastern hammam mashi offers pigeons stuffed with aromatic rice and herbs. Modern American and European chefs are innovating too, introducing pigeon sliders, barbecued wings, and tender squab carpaccio to new audiences. The thrill of racing, sport, science, and community. Few pigeon stories capture the human heart like racing. Hundreds of thousands flock to clubs across Belgium, the Netherlands, China, and beyond. Birds travel vast distances, often over 1,000 kilometers, then race home against each other in time. Every feathered competitor wears an RFID tag, and laser timing devices log arrivals to the millisecond. Elite racing pigeons like Armando and Bolt have commanded multi-million-dollar auctions, making this the world's most lucrative avian sport. For families, racing is tradition, pride, and education, teaching participants geography, physics, and animal husbandry. Virtual races streamed online connect competitors across time zones, fueling ever-growing participation. Art, symbolism, and conservation pigeons inspire art, symbolism, and conservation worldwide. Picasso made the dove a universal sign of peace. Artists paint vibrant murals celebrating city pigeons. Many religions use white doves in ceremonies, representing purity, hope, and new beginnings. At the same time, conservationists work to save endangered species like the pink pigeon from Mauritius. Captive breeding and habitat protection programs are bringing once threatened doves back from the brink. Museums preserve historical dovecotes and host interactive exhibits, educating the public on pigeon heritage and ongoing challenges. Personal stories from the pigeon world. Listen to Maria Liu of Guangdong, China, who narrates how her family farm thrived despite droughts thanks to resilient bird genetics and community support. Jacques Dubois from Belgium describes the adrenaline rush of winning major racing championships, blending tradition with modern technology. In New York City, rooftop breeders share the joy of teaching children pigeon care, blending nature and urban life. Meanwhile, Cairo's bustling markets reveal centuries-old pigeon trade traditions preserved among spicy aromas and colorful chatter. Each story embodies the diverse ways pigeons enrich cultures and transform lives worldwide. Challenges in the future. Despite success, pigeon farming faces hurdles. Disease outbreaks, rising feed costs, and urban restrictions challenge farmers globally. But innovation lights the path forward. Scientific breeding, sustainable feed alternatives, and government-backed food security programs support resilience. Technology, such as AI-powered health monitoring and drone-assisted training, promises new efficiencies. International organizations increasingly recognize pigeons' value in achieving sustainable development goals, especially in marginalized and resource-poor communities. Passion and community, the heartbeat of pigeon, keeping beyond economics and science, pigeon farming pulses with passion. Generations pass knowledge from grandparents to children. Clubs form lifelong friendships. Online communities share hundreds of thousands of photos, tutorials, and race updates every day. Events like pigeon festivals, national races, and exhibitions celebrate culture, history, and devotion, drawing newcomers into a vibrant global family. This spirit of community, this devotion to a bird dismissed by many, shines as a testament to connection, perseverance, and joy. So the next time you see a pigeon, pause and consider its incredible story, a testament to survival, economic might, scientific marvel, artistic inspiration, and heartfelt tradition. From ancient empires' rooftops to modern global markets, from war fronts to peaceful races, from kitchens to art galleries, pigeons have soared beyond expectation. If you found yourself inspired soaring with us today, please like, share, and comment below. What fascinates you most? The food, the racing, the science, or maybe the rich culture behind these incredible birds? Have your own pigeon story? We'd love to hear it. Whether you're a breeder, a curious observer, or someone new to this world, remember, sometimes the most ordinary creatures carry the most extraordinary tales.